Welcome back to episode 288 of the Bad Taste Video Podcast. I'm Mike. I'm here with Grizz. Let's get to that intro, baby. Yo, that's what's up. That theme song is pretty fucking good.
Bagger, dude.
Who has like the opening theme that sounds like that now? They put out like the new movies. Well, not new movies, but like, oh man.
It is rather familiar, isn't it? Like I couldn't like put my finger on it, but that just like the sound of like that synth, like that particular one, and like that beat and everything together, dude. It's very, very reminiscent of something that I find familiar.
But if you're not aware, we're covering Zombie Genocide from 1993 this week, a movie from Ireland, which I don't think we've ever covered a movie from Ireland, right? I think this is
This might be the first, the first one for us, man.
Here's a question for you: can you name another movie from Ireland?
Oh, dude, there's like from my research, if you want to call it that, from this week, I guess like zombie movies in Ireland are like synonymous, man. Like they put out phenomenal zombie movies from what I understand. So it makes me want to like dig in a little deeper and figure out what other zombie movies am I missing from this country.
Wait, I have never heard of an Irish zombie movie. Like besides this, that's it, man. I didn't know that there's some like underground. Well, you know, I guess it's one of those things where when people are talking about like horror films and everything, it's like, oh, Germany, oh, Italy, oh, the Americans, you know, we do fucking stupid shit too. You never hear Ireland as one.
No. And to be honest with you, if all of like Irish horror movies are as good as this, then we're fucking sleeping, dude.
Yeah.
This was phenomenal. I'm not even a big zombie like fucking movie guy, and I was like, this is fucking great.
Yeah. Well, one thing I'm gonna say, which I'm gonna preface this whole thing is, one of my best friends, growing up, through all of school and everything, his parents were from Ireland, right? So I was very used to listening to people with like the heavy brogue and stuff. There are certain points in this movie I have no clue what the fuck these guys are saying.
No fucking way.
There's one point where the guy listens to a cassette tape that's left to him. I cannot discern half of that tape. I don't know what the fuck they were talking about.
Dude,
it's just, you hear like, stay away from people infected, like get away, blah, blah, blah. But then it's just like, it sounds like it's being played backwards. Like it's the fucking Evil Dead, right? Like you're listening to the tape in the basement. It's, but
that was a bit of a challenge at certain points in the movie, but it didn't deter me at all.
No, you still understand what's going on. You still get sure what's you know what the general feel of everything is. What's up, Jane Doe? What's up, Viano Films? We're here ready to discuss some shot on video Irish horror, a first on Bad Taste Video. Grizz, but before we get to that, some big news today. Me and you, as everybody knows, big wrestling fans. And I have a question for you, dude. What do you think about Raw going to fucking Netflix next year?
This is so confusing to me, man. Like, I think if you're aware of like WWE, you know they have like the Peacock deal. All their major pay-per-views, whatever they call them now, are streamed on
Premium live
Peacock, and
events.
yeah, premium live events are on the cock. So it's like it's a little bit like confusing to me. So it's like, are they no longer going to show Raw on Peacock? And then you kind of mentioned something a little bit more interesting, that like there's a plan to fully
integrate
leave
into
Peacock eventually. Like, is that
that's what it looks like, that they eventually want to do everything on Netflix. Like they're just gonna, have a home for everything, which would be pretty interesting because I feel like more people have Peacock than Netflix. I mean, I don't
think that too.
Well, I mean, like if like wrestling watching people, because
right.
I feel like Peacock comes with a lot of cable subscriptions. You get it for free. Like people got it specifically for watching, what's on Peacock, like Parks and Rec or The Office or some shit like that. You have a lot of people in like Netflix. I know, there's tons and tons of people that watch Netflix and stuff, but it's like fucking,
I come and go
expensive.
on Netflix, dude. Like, I'm not a consistent Netflix subscriber. Like I'll get it for a few months and then I'll dump it for a few months and shit.
Well, the thing is it's expensive compared to Peacock. It's a lot of money. Like, and like the selection is just not there anymore. They used to always have like awesome, like unknown horror movies on there and shit. And then it turned into like the same stuff that's on Tubi. You can get it for free.
Always.
Like once in a while they'll get a new movie, which is cool, but then you just subscribe for that month, watch the shit, and then unsubscribe. You know what I mean? Like right now I am.
That's why I use it, honestly. So, I mean, that's exactly it. For
right now,
weeks,
I'm going through Breaking Bad on Netflix.
Oh,
and
no shit.
This is like the first time this is the first time in a while I feel like I've spent like consistent time logged into that shit. And one thing I got to say is, as a cable cutter, somebody who doesn't have, I don't have a cable box or anything like that, I am kind of excited when they eventually move everything to Netflix, because then I don't have to purchase like these other random subscriptions, because they never have everything that you need. One thing, like,
man, all the things you got to get what you want.
Like you're going to pay like $40-$50 a month just so you can get, Raw and SmackDown and AEW and shit. But that plan doesn't have fucking the most basic of channels, MeTV, that has like Svengoolie on Saturday night. And unfortunately, my location, I can't really use like a digital antenna. It doesn't really pick up.
Busted.
Yeah, it's just not good. Not a good location. So I am kind of excited for it. Am I excited for the loss of like network television wrestling? Like, yeah.
Well, you were saying too, like AEW has a potential future deal with Max or whatever it is.
Yeah, because they're a Warner Brothers company, so they may eventually now completely pull off TV too and go to fucking Max, or maybe they end up going to USA Network or something. You know what I mean?
Maybe I doubt they go to USA, but I could see them going to Max, and it does get them out of the constant discussion of their fucking horrible ratings.
There's no more
consistently
ratings. Yeah, once you go digital like that, now it's just views or whatever, and it's not the same.
It does change the game for AEW a little bit, because that's the big talking point a lot of their haters like me have to use against them.
Before we close on this, I just want to say, at first we were all a little weary about fucking paying. We didn't want to pay $70 for pay-per-views anymore and all that shit. Yeah. Then they moved it to Peacock, and everybody's like, I don't know if I want to pay a subscription, but look how awesome that turned out. You know what I mean? Like not having to pay for the fucking pay-per-views anymore and getting all the shit and watching the back stuff. It's great.
I love the documentaries, man. I watch that shit most. Yeah. I love watching the old territory stuff they have on there. I think it's a great way to fucking watch wrestling. So.
I think overall it will be a positive, but you know how it goes, man. There's going to be a rough start, and then
KO, baby, already making moves.
So. Yeah, there we go. But Grizz, this week we watched Zombie Genocide, a movie from 1993. I personally have never seen a VHS release of this. Apparently, they were basically homemade and sent by mail order, which makes sense for the time period.
Yeah.
I've never seen one. I don't know. Maybe somebody else has. I think people will probably look for one after this episode. I know. I certainly will.
For sure.
An incredible movie that I feel like it's kind of like lost to the. It's. I've never heard anybody speak about this film before. Once I started doing a little, I started doing a little research about it and shit. People have seen it. There's articles out there. There's reviews out there. It's on these other websites and stuff. So it is in the horror ether. People have witnessed the glory of zombie genocide. It is not as hyper violent as you would think it would be with a name like Zombie Genocide, but has an.
I think it's violent enough.
Yeah, no, I didn't say it's not violent. I just said it's not like something. This isn't a splatter film. This is
no. This is a zombie film, honestly.
Yes, this is a Romero-inspired zombie film with some touches from some other things, but at its core, it feels like a mix between Night of the Living Dead and Dawn of the Dead. You have a Day of the Dead poster in the background with a Pretty Woman poster, I think, also, which is kind of weird.
That's a great combo.
Yeah. Very interesting cast of characters. We got 4 dudes that are basically our main crew. Do you want to give a synopsis before we get, too far into it?
I mean, you're pretty much on the point there so far with it. Like, we got a main crew of guys that are go away camping for the weekend, I guess. And when they come back, it's hell on earth. They soon to find out. But it's a great setup though too. Like, that's just a little short, synopsis, like we said. But the actual storytelling of the film that's like this low budget and this a couple dudes putting a movie together is superb, man. They do such a fantastic job of putting this together. It does feel like just a couple of friends with a video camera who obviously love fucking horror movies. We see this kid's bedroom and it's fucking packed with tapes. Awesome to fucking see that shit. You love it.
A little hard to tell what the covers were, but
I could tell a couple of them. I saw like The Deep in there and stuff, and a couple of other ones and stuff. But I saw Omen 2 was one that stood out to me that I saw. So
I like how that stands out. I just want to mention to our live viewers right now, and anybody that watches this in the future, if you see me like squirming here as I'm doing something, I fucked my shoulder up, and I'm getting old now. And it hurts a lot anytime I do any sort of movement with my dominant
arm. We were doing
arm.
Stretching routines before we started to see how far he could move it.
What is it that they give the football players? They give them the shot in the fucking knee or whatever. What the hell is that stuff?
Oh, I know.
Cortisone shot.
Cortisol or some shit?
Yeah, whatever the fuck it is. I don't know. That's what I need right now. Right in the fucking... Right in the joint. Give it
Juice
to me.
Me up, Doc. I got to go back in.
Yeah,
podcast is on.
I need a rotator cuff shot right now. But man. Grizz, you laid it out pretty well. These dudes go out for a weekend or undisclosed amount of time camping, and they wake up, they go home, and unbeknownst to them, there is a zombie outbreak in their city. It's kind of funny because they do the thing that you'll see in some later zombie movies where they'll pass something and not notice that there's something else being slightly hidden. You know what I mean? Really good setup. The kids feel like real friends, which is awesome. The acting is surprisingly good, which you don't really see too often, which leads to the story. Well, yeah, that's really all it is. Everybody else is a zombie. Everybody else is dead.
Zombie. So it's easy to get it. And I feel like you just said it, they feel like real friends, because I do feel like this is a real group of friends who are super into horror movies. And because they're all so dedicated to the genre, I feel like they play this really well. I feel like you just said, the acting is believable, because I feel like they're just playing it out as if this was happening to them and their friends, legitimately. And it comes across that way. It's very believable. It's honestly probably one of the best acted fucking shot on video this budget movies you'll see.
This movie has better acting than Boarding House, 100%, and that's
for sure better than Boarding House. Budget.
Unreal. So the whole setup of going somewhere out in the wild and coming home to just complete mayhem or whatever. I feel like that's kind of like a lost thing nowadays because everybody has cell phones. Everybody has your computer. Everybody's connected. Your car is connected. Everything. Yeah. So I feel like it's one of those things where like people don't use that as a setup anymore because it's too much work to get around. Where in 1993, like you didn't have a fucking cell phone. Like only fucking really wealthy people were carrying a cell phone at that point. Especially kids that are, how old would you say they may be? Like 17, 18?
Yeah, they got to be 18 at most. That's how I feel anyways.
There's
like, fresh out of high school maybe.
There's a dedication in the beginning for somebody and like that person was I think 21. So like they're probably in that area.
Yeah, be that age group. But, yeah, that makes sense.
I feel like it's a really good setup though. It's cool because you don't see anybody until there's zombies. They somehow plan their shots with literally nobody in the background the whole movie. Like
it's a deserted town. You would believe it is, honestly.
Yeah, you look for people and you don't see anything unless it's a zombie. And like there's shots that are in like fields and you get like a big landscape shot. Don't see anybody. Shots of like a neighborhood down the street. All the cars still parked and stuff. Don't see anybody. There's like that cool fog and everything. Like it really, really works as like a great setup. And these dudes just managed to capture it with like their fucking parents' camcorder. This isn't like a professional beta cam, TV studio grade tape. This is like just your parents' camcorder, and they somehow managed to make like a really convincing movie.
Whoever is like in charge of the camera work and stuff of this has a very clear understanding of like what makes a movie, what shots need to be taken in order for it to be a convincing movie, like through and through, because it's a shot on video movie, but it doesn't feel like it feel like it's more ambitious than like a shot on video movie as far as like some of the takes that they have and stuff like that. It's dude. And like, I love this opening setup that we get here because you said they come back and our first kid who's out on his own, finally away from the group, is like going to have a schmag under the fucking the tree here. And like we get this
a what?
A schmag, dude. You never fucking had a schmag before?
What the fuck is a schmag?
You were smoking one before we fucking started here. What are we talking about? So like he's smoking a stogie right under the fucking tree. Is that better? Is that fucking more commentary?
Yeah.
And
schmag. I'm gonna get that on the back of a baseball jersey for you. Number 69, schmag.
Schmags, all right.
Grizz schmag.
You see this fucking zombie in a tree. And I love this shot, dude. And this is kind of an example of what I was just talking about. Like, it's not like a shot on the ground of the zombie in the fucking tree. It's a shot above the zombie in the tree, like looking down on this kid. It's super cool. Comes a schmag right.
It looks like this tree was hollowed out to sit in. That's pretty fucking cool. Now, how'd this guy get in the tree? That's what I want to know. And then he died. But he's not a zombie.
This is a cool shot. He's not a zombie?
No, he's just dripping blood, bro.
I think that's like potential zombie.
He would have turned already. These guys turn fast.
But he's like dying, maybe. So he's like still potential zombie.
He's dead.
Just a dripper.
He's just sitting there dripping. You could tell it's 1993 by the attire. Tons of acid wash jeans. Very Todd Sheets, very Olaf Ittenbach.
Boys.
Yep. They all shopped at the same store for sure. They all went to Sears, went to that fucking acid wash, fucking Lee Dungarees section, and told their mom, "We need the rack. We need them all."
I think someone have a fucking big dog shirt on in one of these scenes.
in these like shot on video movies that are made by people that are sub 21 years old, I feel like you're always going to see acid wash jeans, some sort of Reebok high top, and a Champion sweatshirt. Like those are the three staples of a fucking shot on video film.
Reebok high tops are a fucking must. The whites, baby. You will definitely see those.
If it's an American one, somebody's got some sort of leather jacket on, be it a motorcycle jacket or like a members only type, one of those types.
There's always a badass in the group.
I'm telling you, keep a fucking eye out. It's out there. for whatever reason at this period of time, there was like a very specific thing that like everybody that watched these types of movies thought was cool, but you could never quite replicate it in a movie. You know what I mean? Because it was probably cool in a Quentin Tarantino movie somewhere or whatever, or, you know, whatnot. But when you're trying to pull it off at like the thrift store and with like $8, never works out how you think. Never. Right? No. That's a real not. That's a real like flaw of some of the Todd Sheets stuff. Whoever did the wardrobe missed opportunity there. But Grizz, before we get any further into this movie, we got to just talk again about this music. The score to this film is quite possibly, like, no joking you, I am 100% serious. The score to this film is in my top 10 of all time in any movie, not even shot on video, like literally in any movie that we've ever watched.
And dude, like I pulled this one clip. We get this like this city shot of like a sunrise and stuff, which I thought was a pretty cool scene.
No vampires,
anyways.
By the way. No vampires in this.
No, but it feels like a fucking vampire movie we're about to watch for sure.
Yeah.
But the music is like, this is a prime example of like how good this fucking music is when it has no business being in a movie of like this, because this could be in a fucking huge horror movie of the time, man. This is amazing music. I love it.
What genre is this?
Like now?
Like what would this be considered?
A little synth wavy, you know, a little bit.
I love this. This is sick.
Oh, dude, that part when that drops, I'm fucking in, dude. That's it.
I could just feel myself fucking grinding my teeth on fucking Molly to that. So that was done by Daryl Sloan, the guy that plays Doc. So that's the dude that's wearing the fucking Fila sweater, whatever the hell, Brett. You know,
he's the director too, isn't he?
He's co-director. Yeah,
almost fucking positive. And
Alan
like, dude, it's funny
says,
because like my friend Jackie hit me up. We're talking about this.
Alan Cantation,
and she was like,
says that it's lo-fi.
That's, I mean, yeah, it's a little synth wavy. It's definitely lo-fi. You can even fucking a little, you know, fucking dungeon synth a little.
I was gonna say, how do we turn that into a dungeon synth thing?
Yeah, we just easily fucking take it there and shit. Well, you know,
I guess you have to write the song, record it, and just call it like the Goblin Cries or something like that. And there it is.
But you know, like my friend Jackie hit me up after she watched this, and she was like, "Does this fucking like?" There's a theme that plays every time people get attacked, and I'm sure we're gonna hear it here soon. If you think about it, it is 100% the fucking Doom, the original Doom theme, like through and through, dude. And as soon as I said that to you, you like knew the fucking in your head by like memory.
Dude, you know how I used to sit there? I'd play fucking Doom on the computer and listen to like NoFX. I was like,
NoFX,
fucking
Lord,
weird
dude.
Kid, man.
EK says that track was rad, a little dungeon synth. Yeah, exactly. EK, you're gonna do a little fucking
you're gonna
dungeon-y.
fucking love this shit, dude. EK from the Laser Graves podcast, right up your fucking alley.
Yeah.
So there's something in this movie that I feel like they fucking nailed. This looks absolutely great, and that is the first of 3, I guess you could say,
you knew you were gonna love this shit.
Oh, yeah. 3 reports that come in over the TV. It's basically an emergency broadcast system report, and they did this so fucking well. You have to come watch the live video for this episode because it is absolutely great.
Believable, right?
Yeah, I will try to read what's on it in time. Before
I love the Easter egg in this too.
Yes.
Oh, or is it the second one that has the Easter? No, it's in this one.
I think all of them do. I think they all have.
Yeah.
Nice. You know what? Where's my notes here? I actually screenshotted it, so I don't even have to fucking pay attention to the thing. Let's see.
He was a thinker.
All right, here we go. All right, so the news report comes over. Remaining citizens are advised to proceed to Duane College, where a temporary rescue center is in operation. You will receive food, shelter, and military protection until the present crisis has been resolved. Transport assistance has been denied due to traffic pileups on most major roads. Citizens should avoid highly populated areas where risk of attack is greatest. Do not approach any infected people. Duane College, 68 Romero Avenue. So you got Duane Jones. You have Duane Jones, who played Ben in the original Night of the Living Dead, and 68, the year it came out, and Romero Avenue. So Beautiful. This is what they now believe is the way to go. They have to get to this college and they will be safe. And I kind of like this because it's very realistic to the people that I hung out with at that time. You will see in a future clip where there are slight changes to the plan, and they kind of just are kind of aloof. And
yeah, that's the notification. That situation for sure.
Yeah, they left that one on unread, and that will be a problem. But Grizz, this is where we really start to kick things off. The friends are all kind of the friends all kind of dispersed and stuff, and they all kind of have their own experiences before coalescing again, trying to figure things out. But we see what kind of film this is going to be, because our character, I believe this is Doc, right? I got to see by his sweater. He dispatches of a zombie with a fucking drill.
Awesome.
It looks fucking great for a shot on video film. It's just a Makita drill. It looks blue. So yeah, let's see. All right. So this zombie looks like he's wearing a wig, but that's okay. That's fine. It's a Makita, right? That has to be.
For sure.
I believe he's plugged in too, which is great. And he drills into the zombie's head, shooting blood all over his face, all over the drill. You could tell it's fake blood by the way that it runs off the drill.
Pretty runny. Yeah, it's pretty watery.
But it's a really good sequence of him like dispatching the zombie and it falling down dead, and a huge puddle of blood starting to just pour from its brain.
Simple but effective.
Yeah, it's done really well. It's done really well.
Great.
Also, I don't know if that was Doc. I gotta watch another one. I had a little trouble with the names.
I think it was, but I don't know. Names are never that important.
Yeah, well, we're actually the next clip we show. That is Doc, the kid that's tied up in the chair. So this whole outbreak is now starting to affect this group of friends. As you can see, this guy finally encountered a zombie. Didn't really have a problem killing him. He was, I guess he's in the know because he is obviously a horror fan if he's hanging around with this gaggle of ghouls. And they all start, going back to their meeting place, to the one dude's house and or apartment. And
unfortunately, one of the friends has also been bit. And that's, So
we lose one. Yeah, we lose one pretty quickly, which is unfortunate. But they see our one dude kill a zombie.
Yeah, cap him his ass, dude.
But for whatever fucking reason, they don't believe him at all that these are zombies, right? They think
they think that he just fucking killed some guy in the street. They're like, dude, our friend's lost his fucking mind. Like, what's going on?
I'm fairly certain if me and you went away for a weekend, we came back, you went to your house, I went to my house. There's nobody home at my house. I don't see a moving vehicle on my fucking block. I don't see a living thing. You show up, I see you through my fucking Ring camera shoot somebody in the street. You tell me there's zombies. They're coming back. Everybody's dead. You know what I would say? Yeah. I'll
if you buck, baby. Let's load them up.
Do it. Like, obviously something is up because you went this whole time without seeing anybody else. 100%. Your one buddy comes back fucking thrashed. It looks like he just had a huge chunk taken out of him. And
that's the thing too.
You still don't believe it. So what do they do with this motherfucker? Because if you want to keep somebody like really locked and tied up tight, you tie him to a plastic lawn chair. They decide that it's like the fucking thing and they got to keep this dude fucking locked down. I love this because of
this interaction.
Well, that's because we are Americans, and listening to these Irish dudes fucking yell at each other is great. This is bringing me back to fucking high school.
I'm gonna lay on.
That's Doc, the guy with the polo on. Look at that Day of the Dead poster right next to the Pretty Woman poster.
Where have you heard of that before? Roger.
The duality of man.
Get me out of these bloody clothes. No way. Look, Roger, you have known me for years. Do you seriously think I'd be going around killing people if I knew what I was doing?
That doesn't change the fact that you'd shot somebody.
I told you they're not real people.
Bullshit. What do you mean they're not real people?
So good, dude.
I love it. I love it.
Just like the absurdity of it. I mean, it would be an interesting scenario to be in. So, like, this is the thing. If a friend already didn't show up that I have in this bed, incapacitated with these crazy fucking wounds that I can't explain, maybe if that doesn't happen first, I'm a little bit of questioning of like, did my friend just fucking cap this dude in the street, or did he just kill a zombie? But if I have somebody that's all fucked up that I can't explain how they got these wounds, and then I see somebody that I know and trust to be a good friend of mine kill somebody and be like, bro, they're zombies, I'm not tying this person up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, if they wanted to kill me, they would have just fucking killed me. Like, obviously, I don't think that's like their intention is just to kill me also.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I mean, they could have also just went, okay, let's go outside. Show me. You know what I mean? Because there were other zombies out there. It wasn't like there was only one.
Why wouldn't that be the initial, like, all right, cool. If that was the case, then there's got to be more fucking zombies. Like, let's go for a walk.
You know what's funny about this movie? A lot of times in these shot on video films, like it happens in like Zombie Rampage and shit, you don't quite think there's actually a lot of zombies or that the whole town is overrun due to the amount of zombies in the shot compared to, you know, the open space and all that. For whatever reason, the shot, like placement or just everything, like it makes you feel like there actually are a bunch of zombies like constantly coming. You know what I mean?
You only see maybe 10 different zombies.
But it's paced so well, and they're in like
extremely well,
like up the perfect spot. Like this one, the dude's running. You know, he's out trying to get help, trying to see what's going on. They keep saying the cop shop. Is that the police station? Is that what that?
Yeah, for sure.
So he's like trying to get there to get some sort of help, and he's attacked. But they do this in like such a good way where like there wouldn't be, you know, thousands of zombies in this little fucking Irish community town somewhere.
Oh, it's a small town for sure. That makes sense.
And as we saw from that tree clip, like people are just straight up dead. Not everybody's a zombie. Like people are just hanging, you know. That's like, that's like a cannibal tree of some sort. But we get a really good zombie attack, reminiscent of Dawn of the Dead when Miguel bites his wife's neck in the stairwell in the beginning sequence. Yeah, that's right. I know his fucking name. Miguel. You know, he takes the big chunk out of her neck. Yeah, fuck yeah. But this dude gets it pretty bad. And this is one of the spots where you see like there is a lot of blood. Like it's shooting fucking like darkness level blood shooting out of this dude's fucking throat. It's got that sweet fucking track.
So this is the friend they sent out to be like, let's go. This guy's supposed to verify if there's actual zombies. And he finds out the fucking hard way here. There is really zombies. A little too late though, unfortunately for his case.
The music? Look at the blood just shooting out. Sweet.
There's some good bits here.
Yeah, look. Eating the neck. Nice.
I like that. That's
nice.
Yeah, dude.
Tasteful, man.
Yes, dude. Tasteful.
I really keep like thinking that this is like a Dawn of the Dead type zombie movie where there's more like quote unquote violence than Night of the Living Dead. They do eventually leave the house and they try to go somewhere. EK, we didn't even get to the best fucking music yet, my man. I really feel like this is more of a Dawn of the Dead than Night of the Living Dead. They don't spend that much. I mean, I guess technically the movie's only an hour and 5 minutes, so they do spend a lot of time in the house. But I guess in the span of the movie day, it's like not that long. right? Like it's pretty quick, this series of events.
It's paced well though. It feels believable. It doesn't feel like, it's being slowed down or sped up at all. It feels like a realistic timeline throughout the movie.
It's not like they're able to spend a whole day without realizing something's going on or getting attacked. Once they kind of settle in, which, maybe within 15, 20 minutes or whatever, they realize, like, well, at least the ones that are in trouble at this point,
like I said,
something's
we
up.
just sent this kid out to verify the zombie story, and there's a great sequence where, like, the other dude who's like has the friend tied up is like watching the clock, and it keeps like flashing his face and then like flashing the clock, and like time is like moving. I was like, dude, this is fucking hilarious.
Well, he was waiting for the dude to turn, right? That's what it was.
Yeah. Well, he was waiting for this friend to come back because he was like, oh, if he's not back by 10 o'clock, dude, something's fucking wrong. And it shows that it's like way past 10, and he's finally like happy to admit to himself that, like, okay, he's not coming back. Something is definitely wrong. So then he goes out to find fucking the friend that left that we just saw get eaten. And when he finds him, it's fucking bad news bears, dude. He's fucking getting eaten as well.
Not good, man. Not good. I guess we have to show the second news report because they are sleeping through this one. And this is a very, very important announcement. Right. Let me.
Can't miss this one. This is the one that me and you would sleep through for sure.
This would be, and this is the worst of them all. So let me pull it up here. News report number 2. Please stand by. A nuclear device will be detonated today at precisely 9 a.m. to eradicate all contamination. Rescue center at Duane College non-operational. Remaining citizens evacuate immediately. And it's got a big nuclear warning on the top with the radioactive symbols with the music playing. Wild. The guy's taking a nap. He kind of looks like Olaf here, but he's taking a fucking nap while this is all going on. What a setup for the ending, right?
So now all of our homies know is that they got to get to this college still. They don't realize that the college is now inactive. There's no longer a rescue center there. Their mission is just to get to this fucking, to this place. And along the way, fucking tragedy strikes, like, and he has to, like, dude, the scene where he has to kill his friend in the fucking field is wild.
Yeah. It's
fucking wild.
This is like the heart-wrenching fucking moment, right? They always gotta have you gotta have drama, man. It can't be just fucking
This is the
violence.
old Yeller moment where he takes him out back.
Dude, would you be able to put me down like this pretty easily? Would you, if I was like...
Only if I had to, man. If it was to help you, only way,
All right, good. I'm glad to hear that, man. I don't have to worry. I wish I could say
you won't
the same.
suffer on my watch, buddy.
Yeah, I wish I could say the same.
But watch you fucking suffer.
No, fuck that, man. You're gonna say just do it. Okay.
Yeah, finally.
Brutal. But this is the scene. Nobody's laughing in this fucking in this field. That's for sure.
No.
This guy's wearing the Canadian tuxedo, right?
His friend got attacked by a fucking zombie that he thought was dead.
He was trying to take the gun from him. It's a trap.
Yep.
See, he woke up really, really quick compared to the other ones.
Did turn pretty fast. You're right. But this shot here, when he just pulls up off the ground, looks so good.
Yeah, this is awesome. It's from like a pretty. Oh, that's so sick. It's shot from like a pretty decent distance, but like you have a wood farm fence in the foreground, and they're all the way in the back, and you see him rise up. Yeah, and you see the gun go off, and there's a flash. They shot some sort of blank or something. Fucking it's great.
When I'm originally watching it, I'm thinking this is just going to be a scene where he like shoots into the ground, and it's supposed to represent him like shooting his friend or whatever. And then when I see the friend rise up out of the field a little bit with the hand reaching at him, and then he fucking shoots him.
They did the extra.
Something so much more powerful about that, man. It really is the icing on the fucking cake.
Yeah, they put that extra spice on it that really like gives it that,
great.
It's not corny either, which is surprisingly
No,
good.
no, believable, and like, you're like, oh fuck, dude, that sucks for him. Like,
Yeah, it's fucking awesome. And like, there are a few other things in the movie that are pretty fucking gnarly. We didn't talk about it before, but the head stab.
oh yeah, for sure, the head stab. This like he pulls the fucking knife. They're like fighting to get out of the house, and he pulls this fucking knife out of this zombie's stomach and sticks it in his fucking head, dude. You gotta improvise, you know?
Yeah, hell yeah. Look, that looks pretty
so
good,
good.
man. He just slams that thing right into the guy's head.
Dude, the whole time
blood
I was thinking, like,
shooting
how the fuck did they do this? And there's the Doom music playing for sure.
Sick. This guy's pooping in his pants here. That's what that looked like. What do you think, man? Is that the retractable blade? Yeah, I think I just heard a click.
See, I was wondering if it was a retractable blade, but it looks like it's actually like stuck in some kind of like an appliance on his forehead. Also,
Imagine they
it
cut
was
it.
like
Imagine that was a cut somewhere that we didn't notice. Let's play it once more.
that's what I kept wondering too. Like, did they really fucking like? Is all of this seamless?
I'm gonna play that once more.
If you see a cut,
All
boy.
right, pulls the knife out.
No, it's one shot.
It's one shot. Maybe the knife is shortened, and because it's done quickly, I don't know if I can.
You don't notice it?
Yeah, I don't think I could slow it down here.
Wild shit though.
That was
so
fucking
good.
awesome. So, Chris, why don't you set up the ending here, because this is great, because I can't wait to read the last news
I
report.
love it. I love this. So like, we just saw him shoot his homie. He's on his own now. He finally gets to the
College.
the college for the rescue point. And there's a sign saying, "Look, the bomb's going off at 9. This place is closed." There's a great scene that I didn't take because I didn't have enough fucking time to keep taking these clips. But he kills another zombie with a fucking hammer to the head. Yeah, that's a cool
Makes
fucking
a good
scene.
crunch noise, like they made like a clay head of some sort. But yeah,
But all hope is lost for this dude,
fucked.
So he's figuring, look, I'm gonna die by nuclear explosion, or I'm gonna take things into my own hands.
Yeah, he has
He
one
does
bullet
what he has
left.
to do, man.
He has one bullet left. Also, the sign looks
Saves the
like
best for
something.
last.
The sign looks like something that we would have left up at like CVS. Like when I was working as the photo guy, I'd like put the sign up and be like,
Back in 15.
back at 15, going to fucking Burger King. Like that's what the sign looked like. So he's sitting outside of Nassau Community College. If you are familiar with that, looks exactly like those buildings. One shot.
Well,
I heard Eminem was inspired from this. One shot.
we got one shot. One opportunity.
Fade to black. Gunshot. Boom. Man. That's
Ends
rough,
it,
dude.
baby.
But
They all die.
Chris, you can't have a Romero type film without really kicking you in the fucking balls when you're down.
Well, I mean, I
Right?
don't know, dude. The nuclear bomb's about to go off. Everybody's gonna die anyways. I mean, isn't that the right decision?
Oh, wait. Oh, my phone's going off. Looks like we're getting a third emergency warning here.
Motherfucker.
Let's let me read it for you. Attention. Nuclear strike has been aborted as reports of large pockets of human survivors are coming into control. HQ. That really makes sense. Specially equipped guards are moving in to destroy any reanimated bodies. Where possible, try to make your own way out of the city to outer limits, as whole area is contaminated with checkpoints every 3 miles. Contained within checkpoint. I can't read that. It's really hard to read on that one. Yeah, so this dude he pulled the mist ending. He killed himself for no reason.
Yeah, no reason.
I love the music. That fucking
the music is haunting in that scene too. So in this situation, do you do it yourself, or do you let the bomb take you?
Dude, I'm letting the bomb take me, dude. I at least want to see.
That's what I'm saying too.
I want to see the mushroom cloud at least, or something.
Oh my god, dude!
And if it hits like right
imagine
on
what
you,
if you like become a particle by particle like that.
you wouldn't even feel it, dude. You wouldn't even see the
Way
light.
to go!
Apparently,
That's what I'm
like
saying.
if it was like an actual like tactical nuke of some sort and like it was dropped like right on them there, you wouldn't even see the light. It would just whew, you're gone. So really, like, why take the risk? You might survive. You know what I mean? Like, what if you even went underground?
Cool mutant powers and shit.
Yeah. Well, when you know, in World War II, like not every single person in the city died. Like
I mean,
could
if you were
have
in
possibly
like the fucking strike zone, you were done for sure.
like
But,
you could have went underground somewhere. Like I guarantee you there was somewhere. Look at that
Yeah,
complex he was in was a giant cement building. Guaranteed.
Oh, dude.
Guaranteed there's a
Why would he
bottom
not go
floor.
in there?
Dude, I would have kicked the fucking door down and seen if there was a basement.
That's a great fucking point, dude.
There was probably still supplies because if they were going to evacuate because of the bomb, they weren't taking everything with them. They were just going to run.
No.
I think he was a little preemptive, man. I think he should have wrote it out to the end. You know,
I agree.
Never give in, guys. I'm going to say that. That's our public service announcement. Never give up. Never surrender.
That's a good deed.
Yeah, that's it. So yeah, they really pull the Romero ending where not only does everybody die, but it's done in like such a fucking downer way or an unnecessary way. I love it, dude. I fucking love it. Perfect. This is definitely Bad Taste Video Hall of Fame material.
Dude, I fully agree. 100%.
Yeah, EK, they probably did have a fallout shelter. Any public building
Post-Cold War?
any college that was built fucking after like, you know, 1940 probably has some sort of bomb shelter in it. I know my college that I went to, like they all had them. Like that was just the thing. You know, my high school had it, my middle school had it. Like they all had them. I don't know. But this is available to watch for free on YouTube. I believe it is actually his YouTube channel.
Yeah, it's the director's YouTube page. That's why he put it up there.
Yeah,
so
go there, you know, watch the video, watch the ads that may play through the video. You're supporting him because they did a great job. I want to contact him and maybe see if he has any sort of soundtrack to this. Maybe he has maybe he has the full files, like the full tracks. Like I would absolutely love to hear it. We'll do that. How about we do that, man? We'll hit him up.
Research.
Yeah, we'll definitely hit him up. But this is definitely a 10 out of 10. This is definitely a check it out. Watch it with your friends. Watch it by yourself. Watch it fucked up like Grizz.
Anywhere.
It's great. Yeah. I'm gonna put that on a hat. We're gonna have that with the thumbs up. So Grizz, with that being said, it's time that we head over to the wide world of metal, where we have a fucking pretty awesome album this week.
Dude, I was stoked when I found this one, you know, and I've been kind of like digging all over the world for different bands at this point, trying to find some cool new shit. And this one is no different. This band comes from Hungary. They've been around for a few years now. The name of the band is Mephetic Grave. Such a cool fucking name. They used to be called, I guess, Moth Rot years ago. They changed their name to Mephetic Grave. Cool changeover. This is their second album. The album is Dreadful Seizures, which I thought is a fucking awesome name.
It's fitting for the album, dude. It fits.
It really fucking does. It's the follow-up to their first album, which was Into the Atrium of Human Morbidity. Just to give you a little bit of an idea what this band's all about. Dude, what did you think of this when I showed it to you?
I want to just stop you for a second. If you have kids out there and like they're pretty young and they're just learning to read, just make them read these band names and these album titles, because they will be reading far above their respective levels. So Grizz, this album, as I said to you before, like I was laughing at certain points because it legitimately sounds like at one point, like the first, I think it's the first one that we have, the first clip. It legitimately sounds like you're like something that would be playing while you're watching somebody's face get like fucking ripped off in hell. It is like, I don't know what it is.
Did you compare it to like a Death Clock video or something like that?
Yeah, like something out of Metalocalypse, but like serious. Like it's really fucking wild. I'm insanely impressed, and this is like one of my new favorite bands.
Dude, the vocal delivery you're about to hear in the song is called House of the Necromancer. There's something about this like just like the cadence of the delivery of death metal vocals that sound like this that I am so fucking in love with.
This artwork is sick too. Like this is something like you look over and the guy's getting his like teeth pulled out, and then you look at somebody else, they're getting their legs sawn off. Like that's what I envision when I'm listening to that song.
There's something about that
with the double bass going, like
it rules, dude. Fuck yes.
Like if I pulled up next to your pickup truck and you weren't playing this, I'd be fucking disappointed. I'd throw a lock through your window. How about you, pussy? Like, what are you doing?
Dude, the drumming on this album in particular is fucking massive. The snare tone is fantastic. Just the way everything is mixed, it sounds fucking cavernous. Like the vocals sound like they're being stung in the fucking depths of a cave.
In hell, man. I told you, we're in hell listening to this.
In hell, yeah. That's exactly where it sounds like it's recorded. The next track here, Secrets of the Vermins. Right. Another like just interesting, cool fucking delivery.
I gotta get in a descriptive mode here. I'll tell you what I see.
You know it's coming.
This is like when they bring you in the room and like you see people get smashed with a sledgehammer, and like it's not even like they're just crushing their head, like they get like their limbs fucking mangled with one.
Oh, this is fucking pulverized.
Well, you're sitting in the corner like all fucking like malnourished, like because you've been there for a while now.
Hell yeah,
dude! I need to learn how to draw so I could animate this.
It's very, very vivid, dude. I dig it. And you know, all of the it's very just like in your face fucking death metal. It's not like there's no like crazy, you know, frills and stuff. We do get a pretty cool solo. And even like the solo is just kind of fitting for like what this band represents. It's not like this like Guitar Hero fucking shredder solo, but it's still fucking super cool. And this name in particular, the song that it comes from, is probably one of my favorite fucking names for a song ever. Corpse Powder is an awesome fucking name, dude. I love that shit.
It's fun dip, bro.
So moody.
Atmospheric. This is like when you wake up and it's like you're in your normal bed. It's like, oh, it's all a dream.
Is it a dream or is it not a dream?
And then the walls fall and you're back in hell. It's like, no, fucking like, yeah.
Everything melts.
Yeah. Your mom wakes you up. It's like 1993. She melts.
She's got white Reeboks on also.
Yeah, the champion sweatshirt. Overall, dude, this album fucking rips. Like, we're laughing because it's so ridiculously awesome. It's like one of those things where, like, if you've ever seen a live band and it's like super heavy and it's like super loud and you just look at your friend and you start laughing because it's so ridiculous.
This is it.
That's this album.
This is it.
That's this album.
That's it, dude.
Chris, where can
it's joy.
Yeah, this is fun. This is a lot of fun. Where could they find this?
They are on Bandcamp. The new album that this is off of here is not on Bandcamp yet, but this is on YouTube on their YouTube page. They're on Spotify. It's just fucking super interesting shit, man. It's so cool to see death metal being played so well, you know, all across the world. You know, the last band that we covered last week, Genocide, was from the Netherlands. This band being from Hungary. You know, we listen to bands from Italy. Italy has a bunch of shit happening right now, like Golem of Gore and Fulci and stuff that is just fucking killing it. So it's cool to step outside of the bubble of like the bullshit American death metal scene at the point right now. I mean, I'm not talking shit, but like modern metal in America fucking sucks. The production is garbage and shit. So to hear like
it's because they took the meth out of slam. You know,
it is.
Ain't smoking ice anymore, so it ain't the same,
bro. It ain't the same. So to hear this like kind of classic production coming out from all over the world that is just true fucking death metal is inspiring as fuck and just makes me want to like get on my guitar and
Grizz, what's their name?
Mephitic Grave. This is the album. What the fuck is the name of this album? Dreadful Seizures. It's a 10 out of 10 for me, man. Like you just said, this is like one of the funner albums that I've covered in a long time.
And before we wrap this up, I also want to say our dude in Acid Mass, he just released a new 4-song EP, right? And that's called Upon the
this new shit.
Yeah, Upon the Knife. He's got a Spotify, he's got a Bandcamp, YouTube. He's on Instagram, acid.mass.
I know he's working on a new full length. I mean, me and Mike got these beautiful fucking cassettes from him, dude. This Agonizer album, like we said, we can't look at the fucking gold tape, dude. That shit is baller. Fucking, you know, you want to pick one of them up. Hit the fucking Acid Mass up. He's on Bandcamp. Buy that shit.
Hell yeah. Yeah, hell yeah, it's a ripper, dude. Hell yeah, it's a ripper. So Grizz, what are we covering next week, dude? I think we forgot to fucking mention to each other.
I scurried along the way here while we were doing it because I remembered that we needed to
what do we got?
Finish out the month. And you know, I'm gonna dig into this this SOV thing that we're doing a little bit. We're gonna finish the month out on it. We're gonna go do a SOV anthology that I'm a big fan of. I'm not sure how you feel about it, so we're gonna see what we get into it. But we're gonna cover the movie Cutting Moments.
Oh, I have a good story about Cutting Moments for next week. My first time seeing that was with a music celebrity, actually.
Dude, fantastic. I'm so glad I picked it then. It's going to be a fun one.
Yeah, that's going to be great. You can see that next week, Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@badtastevideopodcast. Please subscribe. You could go back and watch the previous live videos. Everything that you hear through our podcast network, we have a live video of it pretty much for the last, maybe 20 episodes or so. Right, something like that. That's our new thing. You can watch it every Tuesday night, or you can listen to it Thursday night. Thursday morning. Sorry, that's when it comes off the feed. But you could find everything we do at www.badtastevideo.com. And Grizz, where can they find you on the internet?
You can find me on Instagram at Kane_enabler.
And you could find me at Bad Taste Video. We have our YouTube channel. Please subscribe. We have our fucking, what the hell is it called? Where is it? Where people could give us fucking money?
The Patron?
The Patreon, where we have some shit up there that you can't find on the internet. If you want to support us, help us pay the bills. We pretty much consider it a donation at this point. But we want to thank everybody who does. When you eventually see us in person, we will hook you up.
Big fat hugs.
No, don't touch me. We'll make it worth your while somehow. I don't know. Fucking Grizzle hug you. No, we're not getting no lawsuits. We don't have a lawyer yet. None of my friends went to law school, so that's not like gonna fucking, we can't really do that. But next week you could watch us cover Cutting Moments. Very fucking strange, fucked up anthology. I can't wait. Fun one. It's gonna be super fun. Gotta bring out my fucking. I have a copy of that. I have one. I gotta dig it out.
I figured you did.
Yeah, fuck yeah, I got that shit. Grizz, this is gonna be our last. Next week's gonna be our last one for January. Then we're gonna do a Japanese gore month. We're gonna have a lot of fun with that. But until then, we will see you next week. Fist bump. Can I fist bump Grizz right now? Grizz. Oh wait, no, we don't go all the way. Other way.
That's so confusing.
Something like that. All right. Thank you everybody for coming. Thank you to the chat for coming. Thank you for listening. We will see you next week with Cutting Moments.